Hi everyone! So as you guys can probably tell from the title, I'm going to be doing a homeschooling video. So this has been requested a lot recently, and actually whenever I say like, oh, I'm homeschooled in a video, I get a ton of comments like, what is it like? Why are you homeschooled? Can you do a video about it? So I thought it was finally time, after like months of like putting it off, I finally am going to do it for you guys. So I'm going to explain kind of like what it's like for me, why I'm homeschooled, what my workload is, like I'm talking about co-ops and online school and stuff like that. And then I actually asked you guys on Instagram to leave me a couple of your questions that you guys had about homeschooling. So I'm going to be answering only a few of those, but I think the most important ones. So I hope you guys really enjoy this, and I hope it's helpful for you guys if you're thinking about homeschooling or is just curious in what homeschooling is like. So without further ado, let's get started. So I've actually been homeschooled my whole entire life. I went to preschool, I think, and then I homeschooled like kindergarten, and I'm going to be a sophomore this year. So for most of my life I've been doing homeschool, so I don't really know what public school or private school is like, so that's why I enjoy homeschooling and I like it. So yeah. Alright, so to start off, I'm gonna talk about what my like everyday school day is like. Alright, so obviously I wake up in the morning, and then my mom likes to have us at the breakfast table at 8:30. So there is a set time. It's not near as early as everyone who goes to school, but it is still a little bit earlier in the morning, and we don't have to be like showered and makeup and hair done and dressed. We literally walk out there with our bed hair and PJs. So then we'll just all eat breakfast together, because basically during the day we like meet for breakfast and we're all together, then we go our separate ways, do our schoolwork, and then we all meet back for lunch. So breakfast and lunch is basically kind of like our family time throughout the school day. So after we're done with breakfast, I usually come back into my room and I start doing my schoolwork. Alright, so I only had 2 books last year for school. The first one was grammar, and it was by Wanda C. Phillips, in case you were wondering. And then the second one is math, and my dad is actually a math teacher, so he does all of our math for us. So we don't like have a math book, it's just he writes in problems and we figure it out. And then I did a couple things on the computer. I did typing, which I haven't done in a couple years because I can type pretty well. So, but I did do that. And then I did spelling, and it's just like a CD. I'm not really sure what it's called or where my mom got it, but it's just like a spelling CD. And then I did Spanish for my foreign language, and that is the Rosetta Stone program. Alright, so that is all the schoolwork that my parents have me do. Now on to the co-ops. So I go to a co-op that is 1 day a week, and there are some for like 2 or 3 days a week. It just kind of depends like what co-ops are in your area and stuff. So there's like a whole range of classes there. They have like science, chemistry, world history, my state's history, comp and lit, government. They have like speech and debate teams, and then they have like all of the arts. So there's art classes and then dance classes. They have musical theater, and then they have like some voice classes. So last year I only took comp and lit, and then this year I'm taking comp and lit and a world history class. So I'm not taking that many classes. Like as I get older, I'm starting to take more classes. So next year I'll probably take like 3 or 4, and then the next year, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6. So it just kind of depends on what they offer, because they offer like, normally there's like different classes every year. So you're not like retaking any of the same classes, and they do go by grades there. So I'm like 9th and 10th comp and lit, and then I'm in 9th through 12th world history. So it just kind of depends each year and what classes they offer. Alright, so there's kind of a difference between doing like book work at home and then doing a co-op. So book work, it's kind of like at your own leisure. It depends how like strict your teacher or mom is. But for me, we actually print out schedules for like the week. So it'll say, okay, have you done your math? Check it off. And so we'll do like 1 or 2 pages of each thing, and then we'll check it when we're done, and once everything's finished, we have the rest of the day to ourselves. And then as for the co-ops, you kind of have like a set time. So like for my co-op, it's once a week, and I have the next 4 days to complete my assignment, and then I hand it in to the teacher. And I'm actually not really sure how the 2-day-a-week co-ops work. My sister's actually in one this year, so I'll know more about it once she starts. But I think like, say it's Tuesday, Thursday, there's like less work Tuesday to hand in Thursday, and then more work Thursday because you have a couple more days to complete it before the next meeting. So I think that's everything about the bookwork and co-ops. If you were wondering, like, the books you can just like order on Amazon. They have like all different kinds of school books. And then for the co-ops, I think I explained everything pretty well. If you didn't understand something or you had a different question about co-ops, just leave it in a comment and I will try to reply. If you have like the same question, you could just like thumbs it up or something so I know that this is like an important question and that I need to answer. Alright, now moving on to online school. I personally don't do it, so I'm not really sure how it works. I do know that a lot of people do it and they really like it, but I couldn't tell you like how it is or anything because I don't do it. But I am pretty sure that the beauty guru for you, she does online school, and I'm pretty sure she did a like all about her online school video, so you guys could go watch that if you're interested in online school. But I personally don't have anything to tell you because I don't know how it is. Moving on to your guys' questions. The first one is, what is the best part about being homeschooled? And I think it's just having a little bit more time on your hands because you're not at school 7 hours a day. So you have more flexibility. If something comes up, you're like, oh hey, I can miss school today and just do double tomorrow or something. So I think definitely having more time on your hands. The next question is homeschooling hard or easy? It all depends on what books you're doing, what co-ops you're going to, online schooling, your mom or dad, whoever is like in charge of the day. For me, it's been pretty easy, which I haven't really liked. I feel like I'm not that prepared. But this year I'm taking more difficult classes and I'm nervous and excited because I really want to like get better at my schoolwork and stuff. But it all depends on what classes you're taking and how serious you are about it. The next question is, do you ever want to go to public school? And I kind of do, but since I'm already like a sophomore, there's kind of no point because I only have like 3 years left, so there's no point to like start high school now because that would just be kind of weird, you know? Next question is it hard meeting new people and making friends? For me, it's not. I think going to a co-op would be really helpful to meet new people and make friends just because you're around people 1, 2, 3 times a week and you're interacting with people, because I know one thing is that homeschoolers are unsocial. From my point of view, I don't think we are. I would say I'm quiet, but I'm not unsocial. Like, I will talk to you if a conversation starts, I will talk to you. So I think a co-op would definitely help. I actually have met all of my friends at dance, and I love them to death, like they're amazing. And if you do like a sport or something, I always think that's a great way to meet new people and make some friends. The next question is, do you still go to dances? And they actually do have dances for homeschoolers. One dance is like secluded, like it's only for this one co-op, and then the other one is for like whatever co-op you go to. So I actually went to a spring formal in the spring, obviously, with my best friends, and it was actually really fun. I hadn't been to one before. So you can still go to dances and buy pretty dresses and stuff. Oh, and they didn't encourage bringing dates, but obviously like if you had a boyfriend or girlfriend, you could bring them. So like they didn't encourage a guy asking a girl to go, and if you didn't have a date, you couldn't go. It was basically everyone's welcomed, and most people were in like their groups of guys and girls, and then there were only a couple people who had dates. The next question is, was homeschooling your choice? And it actually wasn't. So I started when I was in like kindergarten, and I've just done homeschooling my whole life, so that's basically like all I know. The next question is, when do you start school? And it's basically when my co-op starts, which in this case it starts September 3rd. Next question is, who grades the tests you take? So for me, I've only taken tests at my co-op. Like in the classes, they will give you tests and then my teacher grades them. So those are the only tests I've taken. I know my brother's taken the PSAT and the SAT, so then they like sent it in to like the state or something to grade them, I think. So I'm not really sure how that works because I've only taken tests at my co-op. So yeah. And then the last question is, can you graduate early? So yes, you can. So there's actually this thing, and you can start taking it when you're a freshman. I forget what it's called though, and it's driving me nuts. But it's basically like you can go to like a community college and you can take classes there and get college credit while you're still in high school. so therefore you can like really graduate early. Alright guys, so that is everything for my homeschooling video. I hope this helped you guys a lot. Let me know what you guys thought about the video in the comments, as well as if you guys have any other questions that I didn't answer or talk about or anything like that. Also, let me know what other back to school videos you guys would like to see, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye!